Right, we're rolling, man. It's going to be spontaneous as usual. Feeling all sorts, mate. Basically, what you're seeing here is a man going through a fucking major addictive episode of just being addicted to every single thing. 1 minute I have to hear Guns N' Roses. Next minute I have to hear Soundgarden. If I don't, the world might end, man. But I'm starting to learn patience, mate. NA folks out there, man. Any struggling... Oh, I hate that word. Any suffering addicts, because struggling can be done. Suffering is a suck ass, mate. Suck ass for sure. So yeah, it's when you're suffering addicts in active addiction, you have got a choice, mate. In my opinion, if this is what you're supposed to be, then my advice is be who you are, or get help, man. But I've tried for help, and either they're not ready for me or I'm not ready for them, mate. It's one or t'other with me, as you don't know by now. But yeah, I'm going to introduce myself to the masses a bit. I've grown up a little bit overnight, and I've realised I've been a bit silly, but to me it's no more than that. You're watching a man on the edge, mate. It takes a lot of balls to do this, man. I'm sure you appreciate that. Bearing your soul to the planet Earth, mate, because I'm a fucking rock and roll star at heart, but I never had the fucking whatever it took to get off my arse and do it. I just wanted the world to do it for me. But I've grown up a bit late, but I'm growing up, man. But I've decided I've got no intention of getting old, man. I still believe and I hope I die before I get old. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, mate. There's a reason I haven't got kids. There's a reason, well, that I know of, and that don't make me Mick Jagger. It makes me a fucking lunatic that grew up in the 90s. Mother millennials out there, man. I'm gonna try and keep it clean for you folk, but you drive me wild in all kinds of ways, you millennials, in all kinds of ways. But I better behave myself there. But I'm going to do some real music whether you fucking like it or not. And I'm talking to these reaction channels out there jumping on a bandwagon. Oh, he's doing it, so I'll do it too. I'm the world's first motherfucking proper YouTube rock and roll DJ, whether you don't like it or not, mate. And if you want to hear some real music, there's only one. There's a new goddamn sheriff in town, and he's going to kick your ass for the next couple of hours with whatever the fuck comes to mind. And right now, ladies out there, if you're over 21 and you've got that rock and roll spirit, you do what you feel you got to do to this one. If it's hot in New York, if it's hot over here, this shit will make you damn hotter. I'm hoping I can get this tune out, because that was one badass intro, if I do say so myself. Rolls off the tongue, mate. They call it rock and roll, they call it not giving a fuck, they call it liberation over suffocation, motherfucker. Or I do, off the cuff, mate. Always off the cuff here, mate. Open his mouth and genius flies out. What are you going to do, eh? What we're going to do is get fucking sexy with some amazing rock music. Woo! This is the reason I'm a fucking lunatic, man. These 5 men right here. You got a lot to answer for, boys, but I wouldn't change a thing. Axel, Slash, Stephen, Duff, and fucking Big to you underrated geniuses, you fucking straddling. How the fuck you 5 lots still alive? You tell me your secret, let's go! Excellent impression, man. Back in the day, look it up on YouTube. Here I Axel just disappears, they just say fuck it, let's just go on, this is bad. I'll check out Izzy here, man. Sweaty, grimy, filthy, raunchy, sexy, rock and fucking roll, you gotta love it.